I'm Christine. How you doing? Hi. If you don't know, I'm Christine. Hello. I've been working on writing a book for the past year, since January 2016, and I've been working on my third draft since September, and I finally got to the end of my third draft. I'm so excited. I'm just like, the story's finally there. It's just like, it's finally the whole story. The whole story, and nothing but the story, so help my story. It's there, it's alive, it lives. The end might be a little rough, because it's like the first time I wrote that end, but like, I did it. I made it. I got there. It took a really long time because, you know, a lot of new stuff. A lot of new stuff. I just had such a great writing night last night. I was so excited to write the last chapter, and I was thinking about it all through my yoga class. And then I came home and I talked to my friend Julia on the phone. We discussed it a little bit. She really helped me puzzle out the order in which I wanted things to happen, and I came out of the phone call like ablaze with writing inspiration. I sat down. She called me at like 7:50 Monday night. I got off the phone with her at like 8:15. I sat down and literally just wrote until midnight. And I looked up and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about Shadowhunters. If you don't know, I review the Shadowhunters TV show every week. I've never like forgotten about it like that. I just forgot. I usually sit there, watch it live, and take notes. Anyway, I finished my book. I finished the third draft of my book. I was so excited last night. Like, it was midnight and I was like, I need to talk to somebody. But I didn't, because it was midnight. I left a message for Natasha and Kat, because I was like, oh my god, guess what just happened? Then I had a celebratory oatmeal, and it was beautiful. It was just like, it was like finishing the first draft, except better, because I knew it was better now, you know? It was just like this amazing, I'm still kind of riding the high, you know? I'm so excited. Now, I know that I'm not done. I know that I have to go back and read the whole first section, the whole like first half, and try to condense it a little more, take some more stuff out, but like, it's there in its entirety. Oh my god, I'm excited. In other news, I can't remember anything else that I had news about. Oh my god. When I was writing the last chapter, I all of a sudden was inspired for another story that's been like kind of on the back burner in my brain, but like it's not fleshed out at all. All of a sudden, I was seeing it more fleshed out. I was like, oh shit. So when I finished my book, I took a shower, I got out, and I sat and like wrote down all these ideas I was having for this other story. It was very exciting. It was just like creative explosion. And then I watched 5 minutes of Shadowhunters, and I went to sleep. Now, this draft is still a bajillion words, okay? So have low expectations for my amount of wordage that I had cut. Maybe in the next draft, I'll cut some more. So, Frost, whatever. I'm excited. I'm not gonna kill it with my high word count. Don't get me down. No, don't get me down. No. You know who I also discovered that was helping me through this last section? Grace Vanderwall. I was watching Mama Cat TV at the end of her video. She was lip syncing this song, and I was like, oh my god, what is this song? So I went and looked up the song, and it's this girl, Grace Vanderwall, and she's like 13. She's like this amazing prodigy songwriter. I guess she won America's Got Talent in September. She's amazing. I was listening to her EP all throughout the last section, and my favorite One Republic album, Missing Persons? Is that what the album's called? I was like emotional listening to it because of how much I love that album, and I hadn't listened to it in so long. You know how it is listening to One Republic. I love One Republic. I don't know if I like their new CD. I didn't like the single, but it didn't sound like them. This is irrelevant. What's your main character's favorite Hamilton song? This has nothing to do with the storyline, so don't read into it. But her favorite would probably be Satisfied. Does writing energize you or exhaust you? That's an interesting question from Jillian Grace. I think for the most part, a good writing day energizes me. I come out of that like bouncing around and ready to do shit. And a bad writing day, I'm already feeling like blah because I can't get some writing out of me. Like last night, again, I was so awake at midnight. I was like, what do I do with myself now? And then I realized that I had spent all that time writing. I didn't watch Shadowhunters. I didn't edit my video for today. I just spent literally like 9 hours sitting at the computer editing today to get my video up on time. I put myself behind, but like I don't even care because I finished the draft. Someone said, how did you come up with last names because it's the hardest thing ever? I actually thought last names were like the easier of the two. Anything can be a last name. You can put 2 words together and that can be a last name. It depends if you're like trying to make it sound like, oh, they're from this country or they're from this country. Then like go look up like French last names and see those, and then you can tweak it a little bit maybe to make it different. Make it something unpronounceable. Megan asked, what is the first letter of your main character's name? I don't want to tell you that. I can tell you her last name starts with a P. We can call her P for now. Ew, I would hate her name to be P because it sounds like pee, like urine. Other news, you guys. Dani is back in the book. She's a different character than she was before, but she's there. How many siblings does your MC have? She has 1 sibling. Will your book be one of those that ends too early? Are you finally gonna give us more? I mean, have you heard my word count yet? Can you read a random sentence from chapter 8 in the title of the chapter? I'll look that up for you, and we'll see. Moment of truth. Chapter 8. Chapter 8 is called In the Dark of the Night, and the first sentence is, it's dark out now. What a spoiler for such a good joke. You know what I just recently watched the other night because I wanted to watch a rom-com, and I saw on Amazon that Love, Rosie was available. The one with Lily Collins and Sam Claflin, so I want to watch it. I have the book, Love, Rosie. I haven't read it, but I watched the movie, and it was a very, 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 very frustrating love story. I enjoyed the movie, but I wanted more at the end. I went through all that. I went through all that, and you just chopped it off the second we assumed they were gonna be together. It really felt like that they had to condense that book. And that book was real long, and a lot of stuff happened, and because they tried to fit in all the stuff, everything in the movie felt like a snippet. Felt like we were getting pictures from every different scene that happened. I enjoyed it, but I was like, I feel like I'm not feeling the span of the story. I feel like I'm feeling the snapshot of what happens instead of like living the story. Do you ever wonder how Cassie Clare writes like a million books at a time? Cassie is a writing goddess. She can write while watching TV. Not just TV, The Walking Dead. Like, I will forever reference that because it blew my mind. Goddess. She writes like 6,000 words a day at least. That's so many words. Goddess. Oh, something really interesting. I hosted Adam Silvera's event with Natasha last Friday, and someone asked the question, what is your process going from the first draft to revisions? And he said that, you know, he used to review books, and so what he does is read his draft and then writes a book review of it, and then uses those strengths and weaknesses that he has found in his book review to like help guide the restructure. And I just thought that was so interesting and something that I would really, really love to do. It's just a struggle for me to read my book without editing as I go. I'm gonna try it. Maybe I should print it out. I think that would really help not editing because you can't. Like you can write on it, but you can't touch it. That's what I should do. That is my solution. I just gave myself my own solution. Now I have to go somewhere and print it though. Where do you go to print stuff like this if you don't work in an office that has like one of those really cool printers where you can just steal their paper? This is like a gajillion page document, like a million. I don't want to waste that much paper, but like I have never printed it, so maybe I should do it. I don't know what to do with my life. Like I want to save the environment, but like I have to write my book. I will treasure it forever because I have no printouts of it. I should print it. I should print it. Decision made. Don't try to talk me out of it. I'm printing it. Now I have to figure out where to do it. Maybe Staples? Last but not least today, let's do a song for my writing playlist. There's one day where I was just jamming to this song. I wrote to it for a while. Man, I feel like a woman. Shania Twain. People did it for my 5th grade talent show. Not me. I did a Madonna song for the talent show, but people did Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And I was like, oh my god, I love that song. Why didn't I think of that? But I love my song too. Hey, Mr. DJ, put a record on. I want to dance with my baby. That's not how my dance went. I had a dance. I made up a dance. But that's the song I did. That is today. Thank you guys for watching. I'm so excited to keep going. Thank you for all your support and your tweets and your snaps and everything ever. I'm at Xtinemay, XDINEMAY on Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat. I've been getting a lot of questions being like, why Xtinemay? Why? It's like, I can understand like why polandbananasBOOKS, but why Xtinemay? I mean, I think that one's a little obvious. Whenever someone asks, I'm like, I think I'm just gonna let you figure that one out. Thanks for watching. I'm Christine. I make videos every Tuesday. I will see you next time. Goodbye!